Hey there, Dumbo. No, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to Dumbo here. Hey there, Dumbo. Gonna go fly around? Oh, he is. He's gonna go fly around. It's a sometimes vlog. It's a vlog that happens sometimes. Just like elephants can fly sometimes, but only here at Disneyland, also the Magic Kingdom in Florida, and maybe Tokyo Disney as well, for which, actually, this ride was constructed. In 1983, when they built New Fantasyland, they replaced the original Dumbo's Flying Elephant attraction with one built for Tokyo. Isn't that crazy? Look it up here. Ooh, here's a little piece of Disney trivia. Does anyone remember the name of this mouse? No Googling, that's cheating. Leave a comment what you think his name is, even if you're wrong. There's also a rumor consistently when you look up secrets of Disneyland or anything like that online where they talk about how he's holding a feather instead of the whip because it wasn't sensitive. No. At Disneyland, you can clearly see, oh, I almost said his name. You can clearly see this question mark mouse still holding a whip. So many people have asked me that. Is it true this? Not here at the original Magic Kingdom, Disneyland. Today is sort of a weirdly crowded day. Here we have the grandpa from the original Parent Trap hanging out at King Arthur Carousel. Look at all the children, look at all the families. Everyone's confused. It's kind of gray and gloomy, but not rainy. Very humid for Southern California, but unexpectedly crowded. I was here yesterday. Was I here yesterday? Yesterday. I was here yesterday. It was beautiful. Barely anybody here. Wonderful. And then today, randomly, on a Wednesday of all days, just suddenly crowded. So it just goes to show you that although I always tell people Tuesday and Thursday are the best, Wednesday is pretty good too. Monday is not as good because people think, I don't want to be there Monday. Tuesday through Thursday in March is basically my favorite time at Disneyland because there's very rarely anyone in the park. You never really can tell. Goes to show you never can tell because some days, just randomly, worlds collide and everyone decides they need to go to Disneyland. Look at this. Peter Pan still getting some more pixie dust sprinkled, see right here, sprinkled on the ride. Now for those of you who have been to Disneyland semi-frequently for the last 2 years, you may recall that they closed Alice in Wonderland because of safety reasons. They had to close the ride to do some things to bring it up to modern safety standards. There was nothing unsafe about it, but just to bring it up to OSHA standards for the people who have to maintain the ride. And they peppered in some magical goodness, as Adam would say. What should I say? How do we describe it? They plussed, as the Imagineers would say. They added to the ride all kinds of modern technology, and it looks amazing in there. They did a really fantastic job. They basically kept the entire dark ride exactly the same. They just made it so much more believable and magical for the small children who are used to more modern, crazy technology, I guess, being in the ride. Something I think Walt Disney would have improved on. People forget when they say, oh, you're ruining a classic, that when the Jungle Cruise first opened, A, there were no jokes in it, which I know some of you would prefer. There were no jokes on it, and the elephant bathing pool wasn't there. There was a lot of scenes that were added. He's like, we should add some more stuff to that. Mine Train Through Nature's Wonderland went through a whole massive upgrade where all the animals were plussed. So there's a long tradition, beginning with Walt Disney, of adding to all of the rides and attractions, making them better and more splendid. So what do you think they're going to do to Peter Pan? Arguably, not even arguably, unarguably, the most popular dark ride of all time. Always a wait. Even on the most uncrowded, even on a rainy day at Rope Drop, Peter Pan always had a line. So what do you think they're going to do? You think that the City of London will get major upgrades? Speculate wildly in the comments. I'm very interested to see what they do. Look at this little patch of nonsense. Ooh, a little maintenance there. Don't look at that. I love, there's a picture of Walt Disney when this was all just grass, sitting here with his grandson, Christopher, in front of that castle. I love that picture. So every time I walk by there, I think Walt was here, which is the most amazing part about Disneyland. I'm only here for a few more minutes. I actually have to go, of all places, to a Cub Scout meeting. So that's where I'm on my way to. Where are you on your way to? Something awesome happened today. By the way, to me, which is completely irrelevant to you, which I have a 7-year-old who's about to turn 8 years old, and his coveted thing that he wanted for years was the Millennium Falcon for his Star Wars toys. More of a Tomorrowland tie-in there. And they made this huge version of it called the Legacy Edition. For all of you Star Wars nerds out there, I'm making this simple for people who don't know. Which, rather than just being the normal action figure size vehicle, was even bigger, massive, super expensive, even used out of the box. $200, sometimes $300 to find one of them. It's very hard to find other than eBay or somewhere. Today I just happened to check a couple of collectible stores and vintage stores, and I found one for $80 in really good shape with 90% of the pieces all attached. So today is one of those days where you're like, yeah, it may be a little gray and gloomy. Sparrows, you couldn't see that, but just almost flew into my eyeballs. And today I'm killing it. Knock on wood. Or knock on fiberglass horse heads. Hey, why would you do that? Sorry about that, Mr. Horse. Pretty good day so far today. How is your day going? The quest continues. Things are not always going to go according to plan. Some days you will total your car. Other days you will wake up, just everything will be completely time-bucked. But some other days, good things will happen. See, that's the thing. I always say part of the quest for positivity, look at that gorgeous view. Part of the quest for positivity is putting good feelings and good things into words. It's one of the points. I brought this up before, but I'm going to reiterate it. When you're having a good day, it's not bragging or boasting. When you're having a good day, it's a good idea to say, I'm having a good day.
Good.
See, not only do other people get stoked for you sometimes, but it's good to put it out there because then you're going to remember, I had a really good day the other day. If you say nothing about your good day and only focus on the negative, you're going to be negative. So I was just talking to a very dear friend of mine about this, who's a female. If 100 people tell you you're beautiful, ladies, you'll understand this. 100 people say, you're gorgeous, you look gorgeous today, and one person says, ugh, looking kind of chubby. What are you going to remember at the end of the day? You're probably going to remember the negative comment. It's just human nature to sort of add up the negatives and just eject all of the positives. So it's very important to take stock of, I got a heck of a good deal on something awesome, which I am going to give to my offspring for his birthday. Good day. I don't know, my car gets pretty good gas mileage, so I'm pretty stoked about that. Just tallying up the things that you're grateful for, as insignificant as they may seem compared to the problems. It's better. Hello.
I saw you on Dapper Day.
Oh, that's awesome. Nice Justin.
Yeah, fine. What?
Did you just get married?
Oh, no, they just get married.
Oh, okay. You didn't just get married. What was your name?
Bobby.
Hi.
Yeah, you took a picture of my brother that was walking.
Oh, yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm still filming right now, see?
Oh.
Say hello to everybody in there. They're all inside of here. You can't see them. What is that?
Sebastian.
Oh, it's Sebastian. That's awesome. And he's got a glass slipper.
Yeah.
He's crossing over from one movie to another movie. He's doing it. Sebastian has power. It's really nice to meet you. See you later. See, that was awesome. I just met Bobby. I'm pretty sure she said her name was Bobby. I could not understand her very well because I'm still a little bit deaf from that car accident. I did get my ears checked out. I'm going to be fine. Another thing, I'm finding it very difficult to breathe. The swelling is getting worse on my bruised ribs. Apparently bruised ribs are a serious thing that doesn't go away after I look at this guy. Huh? He remembers when this was all farmland as far as the eye can see. Old man Disney owned all of this. Had this crazy idea about breeding happiness. Anyway, that's going on. I asked the doctor, why it hurts so much and you can't see any bruising? And he said, because they're bruised on the inside, stupid. He called me stupid, but then again, to be fair, I was asking him a lot of questions about snakes. For those of you following on Snapchat, you saw some of that before my phone died. This kid really excited about Disneyland. He really wanted to be in there, so there he is. There's your shot. So, difficult swelling, bruising, gotta keep taking ibuprofen every day. 2, I almost said Imodium. Not Imodium, that would not help with this problem, although it would help with other problems for other people who are in need of that particular substance. No, I gotta keep taking that for the swelling. So, I kind of, every 5 minutes, I want to be like, ugh, grumpy, sore, painful, right? Why? Who cares? There are things to be grumpy about every single day. If you want to be negative, it's easy. Very easy. Doesn't it take less muscles to frown too than it does to smile? It's very, very easy to find something to be negative about. There's a piece of popcorn in this gutter, and the sun isn't shining, and Mickey Mouse isn't standing out here right now where I want him to be, so I'm grumpy. I didn't get to go on my favorite ride. Even at Disneyland, I hear a lot of people being grumpy. I'm not even kidding. Every once in a while, you hear somebody really, really complaining about, hot, I don't even like this place. People can find excuses to be negative at any point in time. So when something good happens, oh, see, actually Mickey is standing right over there, which hardly a line to be had, so there's a positive. It's very important to put positive feelings into words. That's what I'm doing today. I have places to go, people to see, things to do. May have to do a twofer and give you a second sometimes vlog because there's not too much going on, but I thought that regardless, I would say hello, show you a couple of snippets, sight sounds, share a little bit of my Disneyland, 1 hour long Disneyland adventure today. I had a little time between point A and point B where I was going down Ball Road. Anyways, here in the city of Anaheim, I decided, you know what? Heck it, as Adam the Woo would say. I'm pulling in and I am going to Disneyland just to take a peek. It was on my commute, so to speak. I had about an hour. And because I can't eat much food out and about because of the celiac disease, I figured rather some people take a lunch break. I'm not going to take a lunch break. I'm just going to go here. They are staring in a very confused manner. Those are two girls who are very confused about what is happening, although they look like they know exactly what's happening because young people of that age are constantly asking me, are you vlogging? Yes. Yes, I am. So I've gotten roped into that. See, this guy knows. He knows what's up. Ty knows. Hi, Ty. See? Everybody knows what's happening. They're starting to understand that you're in there. Oh, also, part of the commute today. Oh, yeah, so all I was going to say is that most people take a lunch break, so I took a Disney break. Part of my commute today was also going to one of earlier mentioned stores, you can figure it out yourself, to discuss potential meetup spots. Adam and I have been talking about doing a meetup in Southern California. The problem is you cannot do them in Disneyland. Even when they did Dapper Day this year, the Dapper Day organizers were not allowed to give specific times for photo shoots or riding certain attractions or anything like that because there is a problem with even small groups of people blocking up pathways or creating an issue for other guests. So doing a meetup at Disneyland, especially something unofficial, is not going to happen. Especially because, like a public organized pre-planned, oh, she dropped her jacket, that's so sad, I should have picked it up for her, but I am apparently accidentally rude today. Anyway, I had enough forethought to turn the camera on it, but not enough forethought to reach down. What's wrong with me? Anyway, well, see, there's something I could be negative about, but I choose not to. Anyway, we've been thinking about doing a meetup, and the other thing is, well, not everybody has an annual pass, or what if there's blockout dates, or it's kind of expensive to come here, so we started thinking, well, what about, many of you suggested Red Robin, so okay, well, what if we did that? Then we thought, well, if we're eating, we can't be close to everyone who wants to be close and hang out. That might be kind of difficult. Plus, again, Red Robin does cost money, trust me. It's like 15 bucks every time I eat there. I usually can't afford it, but thankfully, Jeff Heimbuck's usually around to pick up the tab. Heck of a guy, that Heimbuck, when he's not Heimbucking things. Anyway, so we started to look at some alternative avenues, because the other thing is we don't want to do a meetup somewhere where there's nothing to do. So in other words, we don't want someone to drive out for 30 minutes and then we just stand there. Hi! Because it turns out we're just normal people. But we have all of these friends, all of you guys, who are saying we should meet up, we should hang out. So we're trying to figure out somewhere really cool that we can do that, somewhere interesting, where we can spend time with everybody. It'd be kind of fun, and there'd be at least some fun stuff to look at, so we're working it out. So that's what I was doing today. And on the way was this wonderful, magical place. So I'm just rambling about nothing. If anything interesting happens, of course, because it's the sometimes vlog, we are not locked in to once a day. We can do twice a day, 3 times a day, or 0 times a day. It's a sometimes vlog. If something's happening, sometimes we can show it, talk about it, discuss it, love it, hug it. Just like this man is loving this woman with a friendly holding of the hands. Nailed it. Okay, I'm gonna let you guys go. Thank you for joining me as I made my way out of Disneyland over to this tram stop, which I will not be riding the tram. I will be continuing beyond that for the long, lonely walk of loneliness up into the Mickey and Friends parking structure and on my way to a Cub Scout meeting because of America and Baden Powell. Okay, love you guys. Subscribe if you haven't already for some more Sometimes Vlogs. I will see you very, very soon. If you want to get at me, Twitter, @JustinScarred, Facebook /JustinScarred, Instagram, JustinScarred. Also, Live Fast I Pour on all 3 of those things. So there's multiple ways and multiple places to get at weird, interesting stuff. We're pretty much always full-time blasting out weird, unusual, fun things. That's our duty. And now we've done our duty. So you can go home and sleep well. That guy says hello. That's all.